the real price point. And I say real price point because a lot of women come in with the notion that, at least in the market that I used to work in, the DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, they come in with the notion that we want something that looks the greatest, but we don't want to spend a lot of money. That's everybody. Nobody wants to spend over what they're supposed to spend. Fair. But if you have certain requirements of a dress and you want certain things out of a dress, there are some things that are not going to look better on a beer budget. You gotta upgrade to that France champagne, the real champs. So make sure that you tell your consultant a range. Give them a range of where you're comfortable at staying. If you know that you don't want to exceed $3,000 and we don't have anything that you're liking at $3,000, it's okay to say, I did not appreciate any of these options, and it might just not be the shop for me. This might not work. So that's okay to say. We like realism as well. We know that we don't want to put you in a $5,000 dress if your budget is anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. There's nothing wrong with that. So just make sure that you're very open and transparent, because the conversation of money will soon need to be had if you decide that you like an option in the store. It is a real conversation that we get it. We know. And this one was the last point of this segment, because a lot of people don't tend to think about destination weddings versus local weddings. And destination weddings don't always have to be, I'm going to Hawaii and I'm having my wedding there. No, a destination wedding can be anywhere that you don't reside. If you don't reside in Chicago and that's where you're having your wedding, it's technically a destination wedding. And I like to bring this topic up because the timeline will change a little bit if you are having one of those destination weddings. So say you're going to Punta Cana and you're going at a certain time, and you know that this dress takes about 6 months at this point in time to come in. Realistically speaking, you're either going to have to pay for rush charges through the shop and through the designer, or sometimes they lump sum it together as one rush fee. And then your processing time also kind of shortens, because you will probably need this dress before you leave the country, and no one else can probably come pick it up for you. I know we did have a couple of girls, if they thought that they were leaving too early, their family member would just come and pick it up for them. Because a lot of the times you can't not fly without your dress. Like you can't have it shipped. You don't want to have it shipped. And I take that back. You don't want to have your dress shipped without you. Let's just be clear. You want to make sure that you are in close proximity to your dress at all times, because that stress is unlike any other. You don't want that. So if you are expecting to drive, that's fine. But if you are expecting to fly, make sure you just plan your timeline accordingly. And like I said, you can always talk to your consultant and see, the average time of when the dress should arrive, and trying to get you in for alterations if applicable. My golden rule, and I kind of said this a little bit earlier, say less. If nothing is working or the shop doesn't carry what you like, it is okay. It's all right. That is the number one golden rule. Don't feel like you're going to hurt that consultant's feelings. Don't feel like, she worked with me for so long. I had so many brides. I worked with them for hours on hours. And I love these girls. You know, in the short time that we did get to know each other, it was a whole nother vibe. You know, don't feel pressured by your consultant to purchase. Not saying come in, try on 30-something dresses in the hour that you have just because you can. Like I said, this may just not be the shop for you. It just may not work. And that's all right. Being completely open, honest, and transparent is the number one key rule. All right. So until next time, again, I am entitled ... I am an event. I am Tammy. I'm an event and wedding planner. And like I said, I wanted to start off with the bridal shopping segment because I just felt as though that's where I started in the process. Why not bring everyone else along with me? So, you know, and I just retained so much great information. Why not share it with the world? And my ring light. I like my ring light so much now. All right, until the next segment.